Many Democrats are angry at Schumer. Among them right now, we've all seen the news, he's about as popular as chlamydia.
He literally tweeted to the members of Congress that you don't have to touch me. He literally tweeted to these members, thank you for doing this. I don't want you to touch me. That's my personal space.
I won't ever do it again.
Thank you.
I was just on the phone with Neil Johnson, and we were asking what possible brand can the Democrats run on? They're destructive. Welcome to the Doug channel. This is about, well, John Kennedy. I'll just let him explain. He says Democrats are about as popular as chlamydia.
Many Democrats are angry at Schumer. Among them right now, we've all seen the news, he's about as popular as chlamydia. But that to me says as much about the Democratic Party as it does about Senator Schumer.
Yeah, they're chlamydia. I like that. The Democrat Party, it's a social disease.
What it tells me is that the loon wing of the Democratic Party is firmly in control. Now, that's great for the Republican Party, but it's bad for America. These people are deeply weird. For example, no honest person whose IQ is above his age doesn't believe that that biological sex doesn't exist, but they do. That's what I mean when I say they're deeply weird. Our Republican secret plan for dealing with the Democrats is called Operation Let Them Speak. That's good for our party, but it's
bad for the American people. I think it's good for the American people to have the Democrat Party completely destroyed. It has to go away and go away hard. Now, here's on this lady calls out, remember that if the Democrat Party is like chlamydia, and this lady tells Kevin O'Leary not to touch her here, because Kevin O'Leary just kind of, it's off camera, but he reaches over and touches her while he's talking, and she goes, don't touch me. And she's probably sparing him from catching chlamydia.
Guidelines for members, we have, I'm sure, friends who have been caught up in things like this, where a member of Congress does a favor for someone who just so happened to contribute to their campaign around the same time. But it is a violation of the law.
You're mixing two narratives.
It is a violation of the law.
You're saying fundraising.
Also, one second. Isn't it also true, though, Angela, that this is lobbying, right? Like, if you're a company, you can.
No, there's a cooling off period.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, you can contribute to whoever you want, and the hope is that they're going to know that you want certain priorities.
He literally tweeted to the members of Congress.
The oldest profession on earth,
you don't have to touch me.
Is not.
He literally tweeted to these members, thank you for doing this. I don't want you to touch me. That's my personal space.
I won't ever do it again.
Thank you. But he literally says, he says thank you to the members who introduced articles of impeachment. That is an
you don't ever need to touch me. And he goes, it'll never happen again. Whoa. Someone sending Kevin O'Leary to Human Resources. You know, that's a power move. That's a power move. That's all I'm going to say about that. Now, here's more on the brand of Tim Walz rooting for the destruction of Tesla. And then this YouTuber comes out and calls him out on the success of Tesla.
I'm saying on my phone, I don't know, some of you know this on the iPhone, they've got that little stock app. I added Tesla to it to give me a little boost during the day. 225 and dropping. So.
This man is a loser, literally and figuratively. He's too ignorant and stupid to understand that this is going to age like milk. Let me just break a few things down. Tesla is quite literally one of the most innovative companies on the planet right now. And they're an American company, and he's preying on their downfall. Let's think of the things Tesla offers now, and let's see what they're going to be offering in the future. The Model S, the Model 3, the Model X, the Model Y, the Cybertruck. All of these can be equipped with full self-driving FSD, meaning the cars drive themselves, literally, and they get better each and every day. The more data it takes in, the better FSD becomes. Not to mention they have semi-trucks. They have solar panels and solar roofs that they offer. They offer a power wall, which is like a home battery system that stores solar energy. They also have megapacks, which are like large-scale energy storage solutions. It's for like utilities and businesses to kind of like stabilize the grid and obviously store renewable energy.
He goes on and on with what Tesla's doing, guys. Tesla's stock right now is trading at about half of where it was. Now, I'm not making any stock recommendations, but Tesla is not going to remain at half its overall value with all this innovation coming out in the future. They're going to lap the Democrats. the stock's going to double. I'm not giving you financial advice, but I'm happily pretty deep in Tesla. So more on that whole thing. Here's NVIDIA. If America is so dangerous to invest in, why is NVIDIA, this is a chip company, they're investing billions of dollars into America under Trump to try to up their, we need more chip manufacturing here. Remember, we're very exposed right now to China because so much of our chip manufacturing is happening in Thailand, or we're getting it from China. Well, we're going to start doing them here in America.
NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang says this company is set to spend hundreds of billions of dollars on chips and other electronics manufactured in America over the next 4 years. That's according to an interview Huang gave to the Financial Times. In it, he also said NVIDIA is now able to produce its most advanced systems in the U.S., partnering with Taiwan Semiconductor and Foxconn.
So they're partnering with Taiwan. I just want to show you the stock price too, which is coming down. See the red, it's going down, just like Tesla. And you don't see Tim Walz making a big deal about it because he's trying to make a political point. Now we're going to get to the dangerous terrorist branding of the Democrat Party. The Democrat Party is lunatic right now. I mean, literal lunatic. They could not run a national candidate on it. Now here's a video where they're asking to take out Elon Musk. Watch these stickers.
This is Graham Avenue, Massimo, here in Brooklyn.
That's in Brooklyn.
And look at this. Look at what this is in Brooklyn, Waynesburg, Brooklyn. Who will kill Elon?
That's Democrats right there, making a threat like that to Elon Musk. Mainstream Democrats, that's the message of this whole video. This is their brand. This is all they have to run on. Now I'm going to do this. This is a longer Scott Adams video. It's over on, I don't even know if I'm allowed to show it here, and it's going to be about 4 minutes long, but man, he just breaks it down step by step. The Republican Trump brand versus the Democrat brand. And the Democrats, his point is they have nothing popular to run on. No one is going to vote for these lunatics. Watch this.
When I hear Republicans talk, they say things like, we're going to make America the leader in energy. We're going to stop a war. We're going to do America first. We're going to lower inflation, like actual real things that are positive. But look at the list of things that Democrats did. And let me ask you this before I read the list. Does this sound like they're even pro-America, or does it sound like their intention is to destroy America? Now, I realize how crazy that sounds, but just listen to the list. So we had the whole COVID mandates, one of the most destructive things that's ever happened in America. We had the open borders. That's hard to understand, except in terms of destroying the country. They seem to be anti all forms of energy. And we know that the more energy, the more successful you are. So that's anti-civilization. We know that the teachers' unions, in my opinion, are the biggest reason that children are not well educated, which means that the future is being sacrificed for the teachers' union, which is just an organ of the Democrats. We know that they're doing the Tesla protests and trying to take down one of the most innovative, forward-thinking, pro-climate companies in the United States. Not one of, maybe the greatest company in the United States. Now, how in the world do they justify that when not long ago Elon was a hero to them and it's the same car company? And it's like, oh, well, at least we got this one car company that's going to save the climate, according to them. Then you've got these activist judges, we'll talk about that, creating a constitutional crisis. Then, of course, you had DEI, which Trump is thankfully unwinding. But DEI, on paper, will destroy your country because it's a move away from competence and a move toward identity. There's no way that could work in the long run. And now we have all these swatting attacks. These are all insanely destructive. And it seems to be all they have. All they have is, let's see if we can destroy Republicans by calling them domestic terrorists. Let's see if we can destroy Trump and his entire family and his entire business. Let's see if we can destroy everything. I mean, everything they do has this characteristic that it would destroy the country.
That's it. That's why we're saying never put an X next to a Democrat. Their brand is screwed. As bad. I just want you to think for just a second what they did. They pushed Elon Musk out of their party by nailing when he bought Twitter, and Biden was always anti-Tesla. Remember when Biden drove the electric cars, he invited these old traditional Democrat type companies like Ford to bring their electric car and drive it across the White House lawn. He did not invite Tesla to their electric vehicle forum at the White House. They deliberately stubbed Elon Musk. They used their institutions, their government institutions, to launch lawsuits against and investigate his companies for not hiring enough refugees. Okay, so, and they were oppressing his rocket companies out on the coast of California, making it impossible to launch enough rockets for environmental reasons, of course. They use whatever reason they want to nail their political opponents. So they chased Elon Musk out of the party, and Elon Musk realized, he said this on Twitter, I will never make it to Mars, which is his boyhood dream, to go to Mars. Get Mars, men on Mars. Okay, that's his little dream. I don't even care if you endorse it or not, but he realized if Kamala Harris wins the presidency, he is not going to Mars. They're going to shut his company down. So just out of self-survival and to stay out of jail as he's watching the Democrat Party oppress Trump, he goes, I'm throwing in with the Republicans. I'm throwing in with Trump. I'm throwing in with MAGA. The richest, most powerful, smartest company in the world joined MAGA, got Trump elected. So now you go, Democrats, why don't you try to make a peace deal with the big tech Silicon Valley? They went and burned Tesla dealerships to the ground. Is their brand now. Spray painting swastikas, burning cars, burning charging stations. They're supposed to be pro-environmentalists, and they're burning electric car batteries and sending all that into the air. That's what they think of environmentalism. They have weaponized Elon Musk against them now, because everyone looks at the Democrat brand and all they see are the random acts of weirdo, violent Democrats attacking cars, Teslas, electric pro-environmental vehicles. Now, if you're Tim Cook at Apple and you're seeing what they're doing to Elon, or if you're Mark Zuckerberg at Facebook, or you're Jeff Bezos at Amazon, and you're looking at what they're doing to Tesla, you are not going, I want to create a stronger bond with this Democrat Party of domestic terrorist lunatics. Their brand is gone and cooked. And by the way, let them speak. Let them keep going to Kevin O'Leary. Don't touch me. This is my personal space. Okay, very good. Thanks for reinforcing your brand of complete irrational, weirdo, feminism, lunacy, stuff that no one stands for. No brand wants to be with them. And I will argue that even YouTube doesn't want to be in that brand. They may be slow on the uptake. It may take a while. But by 2026 and 2028, the Democrats have to completely change their brand because they're about as popular as chlamydia. Thanks for watching. I'm Doug. Please subscribe, give us a comment below, and a thumbs up.